Jingle bells ringing in my ear. Jingle bell, a sound that's oh so dear. Frosty the snowman is all around town. Watch out for reindeers are falling.
Hi friends, welcome back to Bucket List Homestead. It's day 2 of the 12 treats of Christmas and day 2 of Volgmas. Today is something that I have wanted to try to make for a very long time, and I was always nervous to, and not going to be anymore. So we are going to try them. It's homemade gumdrops. I shouldn't say I didn't even know it was something you could make, because essentially it's just gelatin, but yeah, we're going to make gumdrops. David and I love gumdrops, but they're not always made with the greatest ingredients. A little bit of sugar wouldn't bother me, but they usually have a lot of corn syrup in them too, and artificial colors. Aiden likes them too, but because he has braces, he won't be able to eat them again this year. And artificial colors are not great for Aiden with his Tourette's. They don't agree with him at all. So that being said, I'll try one today because I want to see how they work, but I'm actually going through a lot of dental stuff right now, as I mentioned before, so I won't be able to eat a whole lot of them, but at least I hope I can at least try one and see what we think. And then we'll be doing up I'll be doing up a cookie platter, treat platter to send into work with David before the Christmas break. So for this recipe, and I forgot to mention in my first video yesterday with the whoopie pies, any recipe, any items I'm using, I will link them all in the description box down below. I won't do the QR code. I didn't realize a lot of people aren't like me and doesn't watch TV on YouTube. And if you're watching it on the TV, you can scan it very easily if you have a smartphone. But not everybody has a smartphone and not everybody watches it on TV, so it wasn't working all that great. So I will link everything down below. It will either be a link to a recipe like today, or it'll be one that I've written out like I did with the whoopie pies. So let's get started. You are going to need half a cup of cold water, 3 envelopes of unflavored gelatin, 3/4 cup of water, 2 cups of granulated sugar, and then it says more for coating later, but I actually splurged and bought a little bit of decorating sugar, really, really fine sugar, so we're going to use those to roll them in. 3 to 6 drops of food coloring, and 2 to 5 drops of food flavoring extracts. Now, my food coloring that I choose to use is Watkins, and I also have another brand I got at our organic food store. They are colored with natural colors, like the red is beet, trying to think, I cannot read this without my glasses. They're gluten-free and they have no artificial dyes. They're dyed with natural colors, fruits and vegetables. So that's what I'm going to be using, and like I said, I'll link it down below. As for our flavorings, I got these because these are actually 4 times stronger than extracts, and they're candy and baking flavoring oils. And they came in a packet like this that I already opened to save us some time. So I'm going to make some cinnamon ones and some peppermint ones. And they are just these itty bitty little bottles. And they smell amazing. Very strong. So we're going to use them. And we're ready to get started. I forgot to mention, I'm going to be using these molds that I got. The recipe actually calls to put this in a 9x13 glass baking dish and spray it, and then use cookie cutters later to cut them out. I'm not doing that. I have these for gumdrops and for gummies, and I'm going to use them. And obviously this is a Valentine's Day one, but I don't know how many I'm going to need. Okay, so I'm going to be using this Knox gelatin that we got on our trip to the States. And it comes with 4 envelopes, but we're only going to use 3. So I have 3 in here, and a half a cup of cold water. And we are going to stir until it's all combined. Then we're going to let it sit, and then we're going to go over to the stove to make our sugar syrup. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. And don't forget to hit the little bell so you know when all the new videos, especially for this month, are coming out. Okay, over here I have 2 cups of organic cane sugar and 3/4 cups of water. And we need to bring this to a boil and then let it cook for 5 minutes. Okay, it started to boil. I've lowered it to medium, and we're going to let it simmer for 5 minutes. So because this is my first time making this, and it's candy, and candy requires a lot of precision, I got out my digital thermometer and looked up what the temperature is recommended for sugar syrup for gumdrops. It says 240 degrees, and my timer is going to go off in less than a minute, and I'm not there yet. So we're going to go by the time, or the temperature, and not the time. So I'm going to wait till this says 240. Okay, our sugar is done. We're going to very carefully pour it into our gelatin. Sorry about that, my battery died just as I poured the sugar mixture into the gelatin. I was saying that I want to divide it in half, so I gotta go get a ladle. Make some cinnamon and some peppermint. That's about equal there. Okay, and I'm just gonna check the recipe. I'm pretty sure this is where I add the food coloring. Okay, so we're gonna make this one green. And we're gonna make this one the peppermint. That's not the one I already opened. This is the one I opened. Woo, that was way, I thought it had a little, that might be pretty strong. Okay, we'll do better with the cinnamon one, I guess. That might be pretty strong. Okay, we're gonna add, oh yeah, I can smell the peppermint. Holy moly, can I smell it? And we're gonna go with cinnamon. I didn't expect them to pour out like that. I thought they had a smaller hole on them. Okay, that was a lot less cinnamon. Woo, I can smell the peppermint. Now I'm nervous about how strong these green ones are gonna be. Oh, the cinnamon one smells amazing. Okay, I'll make sure they're good. All right, now I have got to get these into the molds. So I bought these off of Amazon to hopefully make it easier to fill these molds. A cookie sheet. Perfect, they both fit. So I think I'll do the cinnamon ones in some heart shapes. So this is the part where you would pour it into the 9x12 pan. Oh, that's easy. I like these much better than the ones I was trying to use when I made those elderberry gummies that didn't turn out so great. These smell so good. And I'm just going to keep filling them. They need to go in the refrigerator for, so the recipe says a minimum of 3 hours, but overnight is best. I think that's if you're doing the big 9x13 pan. I'm really hoping that these are going to set up even quicker than 3 hours, or I'll be Vlogmissing late into the night to get this video up for you. These, the cinnamon one, it just smells so good. It doesn't smell like fake at all. Oh, it smells like Christmas. It's giving me my grandmother, my mother's mother, my grandmother Tracy, Grammy Dot. She loved gumdrops. She loved candy. I know that's where I get my sweet tooth from. And these remind me of those ones she used to get, the cinnamony ones. So these have been in here for 6 hours. I tried one. It did pop out for the most part. Very, very sticky. Now, maybe they're supposed to stay sticky. I don't know, but I do know they are not coming out very easy. And I had a few left over, so I put them in my little herb container. They're huge, but we'll see how they do. So I am going to leave them overnight. It's late. I'm exhausted. I have been going nonstop since 6 a.m. So we will wrap this up tomorrow. And I'm not stressing because I can still get this out for Vlogmas and do my next day. We'll see you all in the morning. So I started because I wasn't sure how difficult they were going to be to pop out, but they actually popped out really easy. These are the ones I had in the leftovers. They're huge. That I had in the my herb tray, and they are very, very big. But even those, I just use my little, what do I do with it? This thing here. I actually usually use this for sourdough. I have several of them. I just helped kind of loosen them up, and then they popped right out. So they're actually popping out pretty easily. And I did all the peppermint ones, and I have them in a container. So now we just have to pop out the cinnamon ones. And I'm wondering, they've been out for a little bit, so I'm wondering if I should put them back in the fridge. Oh, no, they popped out. So, oh, they smell good. And I'm really pleasantly surprised. So they were in my refrigerator for about 16 hours, give or take. It's pretty early here this morning. So from when I put them in, oh, these aren't coming out as nice. I mean, they are looking, thank goodness sugar covers them. But I'm wondering if they're getting too warm and I need to put them back in the fridge. Oh, well, now that one popped out really easy. Okay, I think if these taste good, I definitely will be making more, and I'm gonna get another one of these because they definitely popped out of that easy. Now, are they gonna pop out of this easy? I have no idea, but we're gonna try. I'm gonna see if I just turn it upside down, if I can pop them out. Okay, here goes nothing. Let's try. They're getting very sticky. No, they're not. Uh-oh. Putting them in this might not have been the best idea. Let's see if I can, maybe I need to get a skinnier knife. Yeah, I'm gonna try something else here. Okay, so I did get one out. I don't know if it looks much like a heart anymore. They're definitely stickier than the earlier ones, so I'm going to put these back in the fridge for 20 minutes to get them cold again. I think that's why they're not coming out, because they're really sticky. Because the peppermint ones, I popped out pretty quick out of the refrigerator, and they came out really easy. So 20 minutes in the refrigerator, and let's hope that helps. Okay, so this mold is not working at all. I'm kind of wishing maybe I'd put in a little bit of oil in it, but I was worried it would affect the gumdrops. So they don't look like hearts anymore. I won't be giving these ones away because we'll eat them, but they just look awful. I've tried everything. I've sprayed my knife with some oil. I've tried spatulas. I've tried a cake tester. I didn't try a spoon, but I seriously doubt, they're in there so bad. And I can't, they're a little bit more rigid, so I can't really get my finger in there to pop them out. So I'm just gonna scrape out what I can, roll them in the sugar, and then we will test them and see how they taste, because they sure aren't lookers. I will never make gumdrops in heart shapes again. These were impossible to pop out. They're definitely not lookers. They actually don't look as bad once you get the sugar on, but Dave and I are gonna try. Okay, so you don't like peppermint, do you?
That depends. We'll see.
Okay, so we're each gonna try a peppermint one. So that's the peppermint one. They're so pretty. Okay, ready? I might, actually, do you wanna just try a half each?
Okay.
If I can, because I really shouldn't be eating too many gummy things until my tooth is fixed. Okay, let's go. Ready? And they're softer than the gumdrops we would buy. Right? I don't know, it's been so long since we've had a gumdrop, but aren't they a little bit more dense?
It's a different texture.
That's a lot of peppermint.
It's all peppermint, yeah.
Wow. I was a little worried because I kind of over spilled it.
Well,
woo! Gotta have great breath after them.
good for the sinuses.
If you make the peppermint ones, be very careful with the oil.
Yeah. Take it easy.
Very refreshing. But they taste good.
Yep.
It's just strong peppermint.
Yeah.
Woo!
Very strong peppermint.
Wow. I was hoping the sugar was going to help counter out that, but that is strong peppermint. I don't know if we could give those away.
Yeah.
We might kill somebody with them. We might as well try one of the misshapen. These are cinnamon. I was a lot careful with the cinnamon oil because once I realized how fast they came out of the bottle. All right, cinnamon. I like those ones. Those are good. Not quite as strong as the peppermint.
You can definitely taste cinnamon.
I taste cinnamon, but not like, whoa! What do you think?
Yeah, all right.
They're good. They're still not quite the texture of a
Like
gumdrop,
jujube.
but
Yeah.
they're not a gummy,
No.
but they're not a gumdrop.
Yeah, it's different.
They're kind of in between.
Yeah.
You know what? It's kind of almost like Jell-O, a little bit. It has
yeah.
kind of the texture of a Jell-O jiggler. Remember them? Okay, well, there's day 2 done. Kind of a fail, and kind of not. The peppermint is really strong.
Yeah, lots of flavors, that's all.
Yeah,
Make something you like.
I really wish I could have gone back and taken out some of that peppermint. But they're not bad. I like
cold,
this.
good to go.
Yeah, they're really great if somebody wants, like, ooh, actually, I feel all perky now. Okay, friends, we'll see you back here tomorrow for day 3. Vlogmas, what are you going to do?